Hi everyone, welcome to another Scryfall Shenanigans special episode. This one, it's coming out as a Land Ahoy special episode. One of the reasons why you'll notice we are zoomed in to what 250% I think it is on the browser is, this is all about appreciating the art in certain special land sets. So I wouldn't say this is a recent thing, but for a little while now I've had a habit of just scrolling through the set listing on Scryfall, and it's just really occasionally to go in and see if there's anything in Magic's past which maybe I've missed, not necessarily from me doing an episode about it, but just, it's completely, I'm just unaware of it in any shape or form, either, one, because I haven't done an episode, but mainly because, it just never hit my radar. And that, historically has tended to be instances where there's been special sets or certain limited printings of stuff that's come out outside of the standard release schedule. So there might be, cards that are given away as in a comic, in a graphic novel, or certain printings that are made for tournament accomplishments, or Friday Night Magic, or a number of other special cards, special promos. And although it is something that you see a lot of stuff today. I mean, it's gone through the roof in terms of stuff that's printed outside of the usual standard release schedule. But what's interesting is when you go back in time and see the sort of stuff that was getting printed for various reasons. And so that's exactly what I did recently again, was I sort of went through and had a poke around, and there's a ton of really interesting stuff out there for various reasons. Back in the day there were printings of cards that came under something called Arena, which was different than what we know Arena to be now, for example, which was connected to do with play at game stores, I believe. And then there's other things like, later on we had some of those sort of special sets, with the double-sided foil stuff where they'd print, 12 to 15 cards. And I'm thinking about From the Vault. So actually 16 cards in this case. And then a few other things like special tokens. So as I'm poking around, I noticed that there's several instances from way back when they did special printings of land. And the thing that caught my eye is two in particular with similar names. The Asia Pacific Land Programme and the European Land Programme. Now, I don't know specifically, apart from obviously they were connected to certain regional play, exactly what tournament or type of play they were necessarily connected to. So if anybody knows, please can you mention it in the comments section. As always, I deliberately have done no research on MTG Wiki, because I wasn't really interested in that side of things, but I thought I'd just bring it up if someone happens to know. Then please enlighten me into the sort of the reasoning or the rationale or the circumstances in which these appeared. I know when they appeared. So the first ones were 1998, 09, 01. So the first of, what would that be? I'm terrible sometimes with converting numbers to months. 09 would be September, wouldn't it? Yeah, 1st of September 1998. Now, the reason why I've done this through Scryfall as well is I have no intention of trying to track these down like I may have done other land artwork, because, you know, they're pretty pricey, but they're lovely artwork. So let's go through these, and the reason why I've zoomed in is these fit real nice on like 3 cards in a line. So we've got the planes here. And you can see in planes, each one's a different artist. We'll probably drill down a little bit towards the end and maybe see what other artwork the artist may have done, or if this artwork has ever cropped up on other things, other sets, or in other forms. I don't think it has. I did do a quick click through, as quick as I could without spoiling it for myself. So yeah, we'll see. Hang on, let's not go through this too fast. Let's savour this. Yeah, there may be some pauses of wonder here where I won't always necessarily point everything out. I just want to really sort of appreciate this, because, you know, it doesn't, certainly to me, and there is similar-ish artwork, but some of this looks completely unique to this program. Okay. There's been a number of pieces of artwork over the years which have a sort of a moon motif in them over successive colours of mana, but I don't see that here. Not at least in these ones anyway. We'll see when we get to the other ones. I'm trying to think if we've ever had anything like this where it's sort of a top-down, almost cartography view. You get like side-on islands, but yeah, I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a top-down one. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. Again, yeah, there's things that look similar, so it'll be interesting as we drill down through some of these artists, what other artwork they've produced for those particular colours of mana, this particular land. I mean, I suppose over here we've got a moon here. I didn't see anything in the first ones. This is pretty cool. And we'll flip some views in a moment as well. We'll maybe have a look at the prices. Yeah, this is very cool. Oh wow, look at that. I like this. Again with this, it's similar to something else, but I don't think there's anything exactly like this, but hopefully all will be revealed once we drill down. Some of these certainly would look at home in Champions. Oh, sorry, I keep calling them Champions. Kamigawa block. Again, I suppose, you know, there is a certain motif in Magic with forests where you just have mainly the sort of trunks of the tree, but packed quite densely, and there's several cards that sort of reminds me of. This is really interesting. And then we have this one. Wow. Those are awesome. Right, before we go on to the next ones, let's wonder. I'm just trying to think on here. View. Yeah, it's because I've got it zoomed up so much. It's a bit disorientating. I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to really do that. So, display as full. Okay, maybe I need to sort by price and then descending. Okay, so what's the most expensive one here? Oh, this one. There you go. That's going to set you back $84. Let's just see what the most expensive and the cheapest one is, seeing as we've already looked at. So the forest. Oh, a mere $8. Yeah, this is just all the prints, so you're not going to see necessarily, yeah. But once I drill down a little bit, which I'll do in a moment, we'll see if there's any similar pieces of artwork. Yeah. Probably do that with a bit of a reduced view first of all. That's why I want to go to this one. Yeah, so these are the European ones. So that's 2000-02-05. Yeah. I'm assuming that is year, month, day. So that's 05 February 2000, February 05, February the 5th. So, 2000. So still, you know, old borders. It's European land. And we've got a windmill. Oh, look, there's a crescent moon there. I mean, certain ones of these do make me think of other cards in Magic. Oh look, you see there down the bottom, can you see where it is? Did they do that on the first ones? No, they didn't. So with these ones you can see here, look. They've got the location. It's the White Cliffs of Dover. So what was that then? Scottish Highlands, Lowlands in Netherlands, Steppe Tundra, Russia. Got Danish Islands, Scandinavia. Venezia, Italy, White Cliffs of Dover, UK. Oh, the swamps, where's this? Ardennes. Can't quite say Fier, is that Fames? Belgium. The Lake District in the UK. Camargue in France. That's pretty cool. Those mountains. Vesuvio, Italy, Pyrenees in Spain, and Mont Blanc in France. Wow. Schwarzwald, Germany. Roussillon, France, is that? Sorry if I'm mangling these. And Nottingham Forest in the UK. Wow. They look lovely. Yeah, this is a more of a stare longingly episode. I'm just like staring at these going, wow. I deliberately, I held off after I sort of discovered this. I held off spending too much time looking at this artwork. Oh, it was very good actually. Wow. That's awesome. Okay, let's have a look. What was I going to do? Yeah, just change the view quickly. So we're going to sort by descending and full. '81. It's good because when they're stacked like this, you can sort of see from within them, which ones are the cheapest and most expensive. So yeah, the islands that out of all of them, this particular island, and then if we switch it to ascending, we have this mountain. So this is the cheapest, $7 this printing. I like that one. Wow, cool. Okay, so let us switch back. Let me just think about just trying to think what's the best sort of zoom in for this. Let's just go back to full. Oops, no, not full. Back to images. Back to colour. Let's get it back to how it was. What did I do there? That's weird. Oh, set number. How did I manage that? That's better. Okay. Let's crank this down a little bit. There's always going to be 4 there. Can I get, what's a nice zoom rate? 150. I get 2 on like that. So we can just look at them in overview a little bit more. Okay, so let me just go in here. I just want to pick one or two that really okay. Planes in the same set. So that'll be that. Planes by the same artists. Okay. Aha. Yeah, see, okay, so these are Magic Online promos. Sorry, yeah. Interestingly enough. Oh, so they... Oh, look. Ah, I didn't know that. So they are on Arena. Okay. So it looks like that artwork has only ever appeared online. Yeah. Either as an online promo that they, give away for completing certain things. Like I know there used to be sometimes like a monthly giveaway, or if you got above a certain number of points, or I don't know, taking part in a certain event or group of events, that sort of stuff. So yeah. And this is, what did it say? The new player experience. Okay. But I'm assuming that's not true for all of those. Okay, so these have been reprinted, but online. Okay, good to know. Wow. It's interesting to see it in the modern borders. It was interesting as well in the arena stuff. They have decided to do it in the old borders. So yeah, it looks like possibly, I mean, I could go through all of these, but my guess is that that's true of all of these. I don't think there's an easy, quick way to do this with a list somehow. I'm just gonna, yeah. Well, look how different that looks in the arena border. Looks like, yeah, this looks like it's got, you can see slightly more artwork on this one than this. And the trouble is, it's a bit misleading because the Magic the Gathering Online and arena stuff doesn't look the same as obviously the in paper version. Oh my word. Okay. Again, yeah. So yeah, looks like, without going through everything, I'll just jump to the bottom. Yeah, these have been reprinted online. Good to know. Let's have a look at the European ones then, see what happened there. Wow, same thing. So I'm glad I didn't look at this, because that's one thing I sort of avoided going into. So in terms of just this piece of artwork, they have only been reprinted online. As you saw, some of these artists have done art in that's turned up in other sets, but not the same piece of artwork. Okay, a lot more for this one. Yeah, so I think that's going to all be the same now. It actually don't look too bad in the different borders. It's like anything, isn't it? Some turn out better than others. I mean, I suppose, by the very way they were done and the circumstances, it's unlikely they will turn up anywhere else. I'm curious Okay, so we've got one artist here who's done quite a few of these, so hang on, did I click the wrong thing there? I think I might have done, mightn't I? Mountains by the same, that's it. Oh, okay, yeah, it varies from where that appears, does vary depending on the artist then, okay. Okay, that's interesting. So we found one. Knights versus Dragons. Okay, so yeah. So Knights versus Dragons, there is an in paper. How much is that? 30. So there you go. If you want that particular artwork, yeah, it is in Knights versus Dragons. Oh, don't tell me now I'm going to have to... Oh, that's terrible now I've seen that, yeah, because it's like, oh, was there another one maybe where that's the case? I reckon that must be the only one. I don't know why that would be the case. But that got reused. Ah. Okay, so they reused them for Knights versus Dragons. Now, let me just think the best way to do this. Let's just go back. Okay, so what did I do for it? There they are. Knights versus Dragons. Okay. So not all of them, but two of them. And there were 4 pieces of artwork in Knights versus Dragons. And that one was from the land program. And that one was. So what I should be able to do is just do this. So if I do set equals, is it DDG, isn't it? And then type basic. And then do unique art. There we go. Yeah, I don't recognise any of the others being reprints, but those two are. Okay. So yeah, I wonder how that came about. If anybody knows why just specifically those two were reprinted. I could spend ages just poking around in here looking at these. I'll include the link to both of these so you can do that if you want to. Cool. Okay, I think I've got to stop at some point. Like I said, what I'll do is I'll I'll include links to the original searches that I did in Scryfall, so you can go through in similar ways. There's no real, tags for these, I suppose. Well, actually, that's not true. I could have. So yeah, maybe that's a separate episode. Is to go through. I don't know how quite you do it. Is to go through for basic lands, and look for certain things. Like, let's do it quickly. If I do boat and then do this, so we do what? Type. Yeah, I'll save that for another episode of Scryfall Shenanigans. Is looking for, going through artwork tags. Where did the one go in here? Now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. There's two of them there. Interesting. Okay, I think I'll stop there because I'll just carry on for the next several hours with this if I'm not careful. So thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in a future episode.